Guess what, Jake?
What?
It's the holiday season.
It's the holiday season, you guys.
And we are so excited to talk to you today about our 3D pens.
What is a 3D pen exactly?
It is a 3D printer in the palm of your hand.
Wow.
It's
Very
a crazy
cool.
thought, right? But
Yeah.
they're real. So we're going to tell you about them today. So we're going to start with our Start Plus.
Ooh, yes. The 3Doodler Start Plus is an excellent option for younger students and beginners. It has a very simple, sleek design. It is wireless. It's a great way to get young students into that 3D design mindset.
It is.
Yeah.
And I also love that the end of it doesn't get hot, so they won't burn themselves while they're exploring, which is great because we want kids to want to do this, but we also want to be safe.
Safety first.
Exactly. So it's a great way for a beginner.
Yeah, and we recommend for this particular unit, we recommend it for users between the age of 6 and 13, and it goes for $49.99.
So what if we already have one of these, or we want something a little more high tech?
That's a great question, Shante.
Come at me. What you got?
How about the 3Doodler Create Plus?
Yes,
Which
the
is
3Doodler Create Plus.
the next step up. Has a bit more sophisticated features to it. So if you're like a hobbyist or an artist, this is the way to go for creating little 3D designs, again, with the power in the palm of your hand.
It's amazing. This one is not wireless because it is a little more high tech. It also can do a variety of plastics, not just the PLA plastics, which is what this one does. So you're able to take it to a little bit more advanced level.
Excellent, excellent.
But what if I'm comfortable with that and I'm also like a hobbyist and a true artist that's been practicing this stuff for a long time?
Well, yeah, so again, so the Create Plus, it's kind of that middle range 3D handheld pen. It goes for $79.99, but if you want to move up to even the next step, we have the 3Doodler Pro Plus.
The Pro Plus.
It is truly made for professionals.
It is. And this is able to do actually a variety of filament that's not just plastic, but is wood and other things, which is really cool. And it actually even smells like wood.
Ooh, interesting.
And who doesn't love the smell of wood?
And what says the holiday season except for the smell of wood?
That's right. Bring the tree straight to your own house.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit more about this. So we know that it's a little bit more high tech. So what's the cost range of that, you said?
It's $199.99.
Okay.
It's definitely, if you are a professional who's interested in being able to come up with prototypes or little designs right on the top of your desk there, this is a great option. So if you're like an engineer or an architect, it can be a great tool for your office.
We love it. Next up, let's meet some robotic wonders that bring coding to life. We're going to start today by talking about
the Dash robot from Wonder Workshop. It's an excellent way for students to be able to program a robot, fiddle with its inputs and outputs, and learn the basics of coding while they're playing with it.
And also it has these little fun accessories that you can code where it can like release this up into the air. So you could have a snowball fight with your Dash.
Very in theme with the holiday season.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Or so we hope. But we can't predict the weather, but we sure hope for snow.
The Dash from Wonder Workshop is programmable with multiple free apps, and it can move, sing, and dance. The Dash offers an engaging coding experience for kids aged 6 to 11 at a price of $179.99.
And speaking of coding, one of my favorites is the Kaibot. This guy, first off, adorable, but also is Lego compatible, so you can build your own little unique robot on the top.
Cool. That leaves a lot of room for creativity for kids.
Right, who doesn't want to build their own little robot on top of a robot?
So how exactly does it work? It looks very simple.
Yes, it is. So it has this little camera reader on the bottom, and it's actually able to scan code. So what I love about it is it's very tactile. So if you have a kid who wants to learn coding but really is beginning from zero, this is great. So these little code cards, they lay out in front of them and to build their own algorithm, basically. They're building an algorithm. You have like a start one, and then you have information that you can put in between on the code.
Very cool.
And it's super neat because you hold this robot over the coding card and it actually can read the card.
So what you're saying is you're able to program this little robot with these cards. So what I really like about it is it offers a screen-free way for kids to learn these essential concepts of coding while they're playing at the same time.
Yes, and the other cool thing that I love about this company in particular is that they offer it in a bunch of different languages, and also it's in Braille.
That's really cool. Inclusion is a very important part of STEM.
It is, and I love that they are making sure everyone has a chance to use these. So yes, one of my other favorite things about KaiBot is that it provides you with little outfits that you can put on your KaiBot to personalize it if you don't want to build with Legos. So it has these like different little animals that you can personalize to make it represent you.
It was already cute enough, and now the
Right?
cuteness level is way up here.
And there's a blank one for all of you creative people out there that want to design your own. Ready to go for you.
Cool. Very neat, very neat. The KaiBot goes for $97.50 and is recommended for an age group of 5 to 15 years. And last but not least, we also have the CoDrone.
Yes.
The CoDrone is a drone that's specifically designed to teach kids how to code, not just in block coding, but also text-based coding.
Love it.
So it's an excellent tool for getting kids to think about the coding process while they're playing with a drone. And drones are just fun. That's a
They
fact.
are, and it has a remote control.
Absolutely.
I mean,
So you do have the ability to control it via your code or manually via the remote control. It's an excellent tool for learning coding and engineering skills in a fun, unique way. The CoDrone EDU goes for $214.99 with a recommended age of 14 years and up.
for our creative minds, we have some crafty STEM kits that combine art and science. We are talking about Brown Dog Gadgets.
What is Brown Dog Gadgets?
So Brown Dog Gadgets is a company that creates make and take things for kids to do that is STEM related. So we have lots of different kits on this table to talk about today, but we're going to start with our paper circuits. So tell me what makes our paper circuits the greatest.
At the heart of the paper circuits kit, we have this conductive tape here. And so what kids can do is they can make something like a little card or, as we see here,
Ta-da!
so that conductive tape allows the flow of electricity through it. So they're creating a circuit and making a little LED light up. They can get creative with that. I think we have a little dinosaur pal here.
Little dinosaur guy. So these are ways that kids can be creative, but also incorporating the science of circuitry.
Absolutely.
And learning how the flow of electricity goes by making fun little crafts to go with it. The Paper Circuits Kit features LEDs, coin cell batteries, and conductive tape for interactive projects. It's perfect for hands-on learning about circuits. The price goes for $25 and it's recommended for ages 8 years and up. So moving from this though, so if paper is not good enough for you and you want something even more exciting, we have
This sewing kit,
a sewing kit.
and it uses conductive thread instead of tape. So the kids can work with materials like felt, and they can sew on little watch batteries that we have here and LEDs, and then connect those parts together with conductive thread.
And it's really neat. They can attach it to like their backpack as a little patch on their backpack or sew it as a little patch on their shirt. So it's a fun way to kind of incorporate their concepts into the concepts they're learning about circuitry into fun little make and takes.
Absolutely. The sewing circuits kit is very similar to the paper circuits kit, but uses conductive thread instead of conductive tape. It goes for $25 and is recommended for ages 8 years and up.
So that's our circuitry stuff, but what else do we have besides circuitry?
So we actually do have 2 little robotics kits here, and these little mini robots, they actually do incorporate circuitry as well. And so first off, we have our Bristlebot kit, and the Bristlebots are these cute little robots. They're made with a base that looks like the head of a toothbrush, thus the name Bristlebots.
Yes.
Clever.
Very well done.
And so you can add watch batteries to it and this little motor. And basically that little motor is going to replicate the vibration like you have in your phone, let's say. And as it is moving along and when the circuit is completed, it'll bounce around on the table in front of you and it'll create a cute little robot pal.
And these are really fun for kids to explore and understand how there's a plus and a minus on the battery and they have to make sure there's a wire touching both for it to work. So they're learning about a circuitry through making these bugs. The Bristlebot is a small robot made from toothbrush heads and teaches kids about engineering and balance. It's a fun and interactive introduction to robotics and motors. The Bristlebot goes for $20 and is recommended for ages 8 and up.
And then lastly, we also have the Solar Bug Kit. And it's very similar to the BristleBots, except in this one, these kids use these little solar-powered, these little solar cells. And so these will generate electricity, and it will activate a motor that's also on the little solar bug here, and it'll make that thing shake and move across the table like it's alive.
So the kids can take it outside and use the sun to power their bug, or you can use a really high-powered flashlight as well if you can't go outside for that day. You can make it work that way as well.
So they're not only learning about circuitry, but they're also learning about solar power at the same time.
It's a great way to have a fun little activity for a family, like over the weekend even. Maybe you're gathering for the holidays and you can build these little fun make and take bugs and turn them into little holiday gifts.
And get artsy while you're doing it.
That's right.
The SolarBug 2.0 features solar-powered motion using a vibrating motor. It teaches solar energy and circuitry in a fun, exciting way. It goes for a price of $25 and is recommended for ages 8 and up.
And for those ready to take coding to the next level, check out these advanced kits.
Next up, it's all things microbit.
Yay!
I love the microbit. It is a tiny but mighty little microcontroller, and it is such a great tool for teaching kids how to code.
It is. It's one of my favorite technologies because it's easy to use, but it's also, and inexpensive actually, but it's also, it does allow for kids to grow in their knowledge of code, starting basic and building up to script coding.
Precisely, because the kids can start off with doing block coding and then work their way up to text-based coding like JavaScript or Python.
Yeah, and it's a great way to introduce that because it will walk you through it. So if you don't know how to use script code, this is the tool for you.
Absolutely. And first up in our lineup of all of these microbit kits here, I'd like to point out the Microbit V2 Go bundle. And this thing right here is like the Swiss Army knife of coding. A very small package, but packs a lot of power. This is the most basic you can get in terms of microbit kits. Comes with a microbit microcontroller, a battery pack, and a USB cord for connecting to your computer.
Exactly.
So all the basics.
It's the starting place of all things.
Absolutely. The Microbit V2 Go bundle is the perfect way to get beginners interested in the microbit. It comes at a cost of $21.95 and is suggested for children ages 10 years and up. And probably the next step in expanding the capabilities of the microbit, let's kind of take a look at the Microbit starter kit right here. It's all based on combining the microbit with a breadboard.
Which is a great way to teach breadboard. If you've never explored with breadboard, this one is a really, honestly, user-friendly board to start.
And it makes the microbit not only a great tool for teaching kids how to code, but using the breadboard and incorporating that with your microbit is a great way of teaching circuitry.
I love it. The Microbit Starter Kit features the basics of electronics and programming. It's great for beginners to learn about circuits. The price is $34.90 and it's recommended for ages 10 years and up.
We also have the Microbit Tinker Kit here. This is one of the many ElecFreaks kits that we sell. The ElecFreaks kits are awesome because they expand the capabilities of the microbit using a breakout board.
Which is what this guy is right here. This is our breakout board. You'll see the microbit sitting in there. This is a breakout board.
So it sits in there like a little nest, kind of. And so what you can do from there is you can plug in different components like LEDs, buzzers, buttons, moisture sensors, things like that you would find in this kit here, and expand the capabilities of your microbit.
So you can take coding to the next level, and actually, because it has a battery pack with our Go kit, you can actually have it plugged in and running without being close to a computer anymore. You load the code and let it go.
So theoretically, you can make yourself a little holiday name tag with
There
the
it
microbit
is.
and have it run wirelessly with the little battery pack.
Love it.
The Microbit Tinker Kit features a custom breakout board and various components for DIY projects. It's excellent for exploring electronics and programming. It comes at a price of $51.90 and is recommended for children ages 10 and up. Next up, we also have the Smart Coding Kit here. The Smart Coding Kit is a way of turning your microbit into a smartwatch.
A wearable smartwatch.
A DIY wearable smartwatch, which is really cool.
that you coded yourself.
Exactly, and that shows you just how creative you can get with the microbit.
It's so fun.
The Microbit Smart Coding Kit is a great way of turning your microbit into your very own DIY smartwatch. It comes at a price of $9.90 and is recommended for ages 8 and up. We also have the Microbit Ring Bit car. If you want to put the microbit on wheels and have it hit the road, yeah, that's your go-to kit right there.
And it's just small and compact, so it makes it really easy to take and go with you, and you can actually build it on the road if you're traveling for the holidays. You can work on it in the car or at the stops that you make along the way. It's a fun little way to build.
So not only can you have your microbit light up and make noises and have all these different inputs and outputs that the microbit already has, but this is microbit on the go.
The Ring Bit car is an easy programmable block-based coding or script-based coding use of the microbit. It teaches coding and engineering concepts through the construction and customization of a DIY smart car. It goes for a price of $24.90, focused around ages 8 through 12.
Additionally, we also have the Microbit Smart Cubebot kit over here, which is kind of a beefed up version of the Ring Bit car. It comes with a motion sensor and some other inputs and outputs that really expand those capabilities of the microbit.
And one fun thing about the motion sensor that I love the most is that they look like little eyeballs looking at you, which represents the whole idea of seeing. So it's a really cute little thing that is added to it to be able to see and be able to know when to stop or go or whatever.
It makes the microbit even more adorable because it looks like it has like big puppy dog eyes.
It's true.
It's adorable. The Microbit Smart Cubebot kit is a great way of turning your microbit into a rear-wheel drive smart car. It is customizable and an engaging way to learn programming through robotics. Its price is $34.90 and it's recommended for children ages 10 and up.
This holiday season, explore our hand-picked selection of unique and engaging STEM products. With these gifts, you're not just giving a present, you're fostering a love for learning and discovery. Use code STEM24 for free shipping on orders over $50.